Hello everyone, welcome to TUTORIEX. In this video, I'll discuss the manifest.json file, which is the configuration file for your extension. So here is the basic structure of the JSON file. I only included the necessary stuff that you should include in this JSON file. Like the first entry is manifest version 3. So this is the latest version for manifest, and we'll be using this latest version. There's not much of a change, like some stuff are same and only few things are improved. You can research about it in Google. Always refer to official documentation if you get stuck somewhere. Of course, you shouldn't memorize everything. You should always revert back to your official documentation. It could be MDN or official Chrome documentation. So first thing is like manifest version is 3. Name of your extension, I named it demo extension. And when you are making your own extension, you can just copy this format, or you can copy it from, you can find it on Google, the basic format, or you can just use this one. I'll put it in GitHub. So the next thing is the version of your extension, which I have mentioned 0.0.1. Author of your extension, this is this is not mandatory. I have mentioned TUTORIEX. Next thing is action. Action is like when you click on that extension, what it's gonna show, what the action it's gonna perform. Default pop-up, so the default pop-up is gonna be popper.html, and I'll show you how it works in next videos. Next is default icon. So default icon is like let me show you. Like this is an extension, right? You can see some icon here. So this is gonna be the default icon. Next is default title. This is gonna show like demo extension. This is gonna show when you hover over an extension, like allow copy, Grammarly, you can see, right? Content script. Content script is very powerful thing which is gonna run on your console. Here I have mentioned content script here. So when you run the extension, it's automatically gonna run this script. Like for example, content script.js in your open tab. You can mention it like this, or you can just inject the content script through the background script also. I'll show that also later. So matches all URLs. This means like when you open a tab, there should be an URL, right? So it's gonna match with this URL. If you have specific site you are targeting, so you can put that here, like https.facebook.com maybe. So you can put that here, and JS file will be the content script.js, what we have written here. Okay, so this should be small. Content script.js. Icons is which, if I open the extension tab, you can open it from here also, manage extension. So this is the icon you see here. This is the icon, and it's written 128, right? So it's the dimension 128 by 128 pixel. Logo.png, which is just this. So next is background. Here I have mentioned service worker. This is the script which is gonna run on the background. As I've already mentioned in the previous video, it's gonna listen to the events that are happening on the browser, like opening a new tab, closing a new tab, opening a new window. That's all stuff. What kind of permission this extension gonna have in your browser? Like scripting, it can script on your console. Next is tabs, active tab. This is gonna give you access to the tabs that are opened on your browser in which you are using that extension. So like you can use their content script to access their DOM element, like mess with the content and tags and stuff. So host permission is the thing which will allow your extension access to specific host. Like here I have mentioned https:// star means like any host name starts with this is gonna be accessible through this extension. So that's it for the manifest.json file, and this is the basic layout I've discussed. You can get it on my GitHub. I'll create different files for different lecture or different videos. So next video I'll discuss about, I think, a popup.html. I'll discuss popup.html, then I'll discuss content script and all so on and so on. So stay connected and see you on the next video. Bye bye.